We typically picture survival as a contest of strength. You train hard, you fight back, and the tougher side wins. But that logic fails when your opponents are a massive syndicate of writers or sorcerers wielding literal magic. In these scenarios, meeting force with force is a recipe for failure. If you try to punch your way out of a fight against an organized, superior power, you guarantee your own defeat. This is the reality for Kassim's wife and a young Aladdin. They aren't hardened warriors or chosen heroes. They are highly observant, vulnerable targets caught in the crosshairs of dangerous people. To survive, they have to abandon the idea of a physical clash. Instead, they weaponize the enemy's own overconfidence against them. When a fight is this unbalanced, intellect and composure become the only reliable way to equalize the odds. Take the 40 Thieves. To coordinate a targeted assassination on Ali Baba's home, they send a scout to mark his front door with paint under the cover of night. Most people would instinctively scrub the paint off, but as this decision tree shows, following the erase mark path is a fatal error. It tells killers exactly when you've discovered their plan. Kassim's wife executes a smarter countermove. She paints identical marks on every single door in the neighborhood. This is systematic misdirection. Rather than hiding the threat, she floods the enemy's intelligence network with false data until the original mark becomes useless. The next morning, the thieves find their targeting system completely compromised. The sheer volume of noise forces them to retreat, unaware they were ever actively countered. The enemy escalates. The leader of the thieves infiltrates Ali Baba's home, smuggling 39 armed assassins into the courtyard, hidden inside massive clay jugs. The disparity here is absolute. One woman alone in a kitchen against an entire hidden platoon waiting for the signal to strike. She silently boils huge iron pots of cooking oil, sneaks into the courtyard, and pours scalding liquid directly into the narrow necks of each jug. This is a silent reversal of the Trojan horse. The thieves selected thick clay jugs for concealment, but those same heavy walls made escape impossible once the trap was sprung. By leveraging the mundane tools in her kitchen, she converted the assassin's hiding spot into their ultimate vulnerability. Aladdin faces a similar crisis when a sorcerer steals his magic lamp, his palace, and his wife, relocating them to a distant desert. It is easy to fixate on the primary asset you just lost, especially when your enemy now controls the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. But instead of panicking, Aladdin pivots to an overlooked secondary resource he kept hidden: the magic ring from the cave. He uses the ring for asymmetrical flanking. It lacks the lamp's raw power, but it bypasses the sorcerer's defenses and neutralizes the villain completely without a direct magical clash. A sharp tactician wins by locating the small, secondary tool that allows them to circumvent the enemy's main strength. Look at the final state of these heroes. 40 hardened thieves are gone, and an evil magic user is neutralized, all without the heroes ever swinging a sword. The massive physical advantage held by those villains provided no protection against a calculated plan. Intellect superseded brute force in every instance. In any unbalanced conflict, presence of mind is the most lethal weapon you can carry. Calm observation and strategic manipulation allow an ordinary person to dismantle threats that once appeared insurmountable.